Welcome to this how-to video where I'll be covering the installation of the fence on the H7507 router table extension wing. The router guard and accessory kit is included with the standalone H7507 product, as well as with the G1023 RLW table saw. And we have videos covering the installation of the extension wing, which will be linked in the description below. You'll need a few items for this installation, so feel free to pause here and ensure that you have everything you need before you begin. The included router guard is intended to be used with the shop-made fence, which features two primary pieces, a support board that runs the length of the right side of the table saw fence and the main fence itself. The main fence is actually two pieces, and its size will vary depending on the type of routing that you intend to do, but more on that in a bit. It's a good idea to consider making several of these fences to allow for different bit operations. With that said, let's hop into the install. The support board should be 28 inches long and 1.5 inches thick and square on all sides. Move the table saw fence until the right side is half covering the router table insert. Then mark a line in the center point of the insert onto the fence. Next, mark a center point on the support board. Remove the fence face with the mark on it by unscrewing the 6 mounting screws. Just be careful not to disturb any shim tape that may be underneath, as this has been carefully installed by the factory to ensure that the fence is perfectly straight when installed. Rest the fence face on the support board and clamp them together. Transfer the screw hole locations from the fence to the support board. Then unclamp the piece and use a 3/16 inch drill bit to drill through the support board. With a 3/8 inch drill bit, countersink each hole 1/4 inch deep on the face of the support board. Then reattach the fence with only the screws on each end and use the included screws with the kit to connect the support board to the remaining mounting holes. If you're connecting this to a non-shop box fence, you may have to provide your own screws depending on the bolt size. Now, for the main fence boards, again, these will vary depending on the router operation you intend to do, so having a few sizes on hand is a good thing. For basic partial face removal routing operations like running an edge profile bit, having a straight fence face is perfectly fine. For a full face removal, similar to how a joiner would work, you'll need to accurately mill your in-feed fence piece to ensure that the amount removed by the cutter is accounted for on the outfeed side. For example, if you're removing 1/16 of an inch from the workpiece, you'll want the in-feed main fence that's 1/16 of an inch thinner than the outfeed, so the freshly cut workpiece will rest evenly on the outfeed side. Main fence thickness is determined by subtracting the cutting depth of the bit from the overall bit diameter and then adding 1/4 of an inch. As a general rule, a 1.5 inch thick main fence will be sufficient for most circumstances. Okay, now that we've determined the thickness, let's go ahead and cut the main fence pieces in two, nice and even. Then position them on each side, infeed and outfeed. Clamp the fences in place and pre-drill and countersink at least 2 holes per fence side. Then connect it to the support board with wood screws long enough to get into the support board, but not reach the plastic table saw fence. You'll want to position each fence as close as possible to the bit, but no further than 1/8 of an inch from it. You can also opt for the minimum clearance design for the maximum safety and support. With the main fence installed, assemble the router guard components as shown here. Just be sure not to over tighten the plastic guard to the bracket or you risk cracking it. Install the guard directly over the table insert by screwing it to the main fence pieces. Adjust the router guard for the best workpiece clearance, add your dust collection, and you're ready to go. Thanks for watching, and we hope you consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more videos like this, as well as the latest from Grizzly Industrial, your machinery source since 1983.